but I'm not sorry. That's how I feel about things. So you just heard the Bruins lose in the 3-on-3 in overtime with 6 seconds left. It was pretty pathetic if you watch the ending of it. McAvoy hits the post. Middlestat stuck behind the net, and David Pastrnak tries to get back to play defense and then gets cut. And then bing, pop, boom, 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 pop, bam. Bruins lose with 6 seconds remaining. Not good. But they got a point, everybody, right? Is this where we're at now every night? Well, they got a point. And they play Montreal tomorrow, so, we'll see what happens there. But I have some Bruins notes I would like to share with everybody. Also, the Celtics finished on a 14-2 run tonight. They beat the Wizards. They beat the Phoenix Suns tonight, who I think are frauds, but they hung in there. Celtics won 120-112. The spread was 8.5. Smelly. 120-112. Joe Math, that's 8 points, right? The line was 8.5. I'll sniff around that one later tonight. But they won. And Jaylen Brown had a career night. He did something no Celtic has ever done. I'll tell you what that is coming up in a bit. Hey, you're hanging out. Coming home from the games tonight. You want to just talk about anything. We're here with you at 617-779-0985. You call in. Dawson will answer the phone. You tell him your name, what you want to talk about. He'll put you on hold, and I'll go right through to you. How about that? It's pretty easy. Skaz is here. We'll say goodbye to the Jeremy Conley, who did a solid job tonight. The Celtics are wrapping up right now as well. Kendra was here working the game. Matt Stenberg as well. So we were doing a little bit of a double dip here at our Beasley cluster of radio stations. So, am I impressed with the Celtics win tonight? No. Was I disappointed with the Bruins loss tonight? Absolutely. I get it. Look ahead spot. Montreal on deck, but you lose with 6 seconds left. There are some positives, though. David Pastrnak had 2 goals tonight. He's back. Pavel Zacha had a really nice goal to open things up. Korpisalo was great. 30 saves in the win tonight, but when you have a 2-0 lead, you can't let them rally back. And then in the overtime, Devils outshot Boston 5-2. They finished tonight 34-22 in overall shots. So the Bees 1-0-1 now on this road trip. Again, they got the win the other day against Washington, and they'll wrap up their road trip tomorrow night in Montreal. But here's something I think to monitor when it comes to the Boston Bruins. Their power play has been bad. We know about it. We know about them on the road. There's a lot of things. The team's not perfect. It's not good. They're in a playoff spot. I'm impressed with what they're doing. I think Marco Sturm is pushing the right buttons. Their philosophy when it comes to their new defense is really, coming along here. And they deal with injuries. They replace guys. They've been a overall solid hockey team this year. They have warts, no doubt. But this is the one that kind of stood out to me. And since the All-Star break, right? Have they been good since the All-Star break? Some could question that. Have they done just enough? Probably. It's a little disappointing, though. But I didn't expect this at the beginning of the year. So to defend the Bruins, they're playing way better than I thought. But the Bruins' power play right now, since the Olympic break, they're 4 for 35. 4 for 35. So let's do some Joe math on that. 4 goes into the 3. 35. So 11. It's 11%. 11%. on the power play. 11.4%. I can't even round it up. They have to be better on the power play. Take less penalties. Tonight, I think they killed off a couple, too. But that would be my advice. Be better on the power play. And don't, in overtime, hit the post, have your guy behind the net, try to chase somebody down on a breakaway, get stopped, and leave your goalie in a one-on-one opportunity to get beat. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I don't know. I'm just the guy sitting at the station watching the game. But David Pasternak's getting going. Oh, and guess who's in net tomorrow night against Montreal? Jeremy Swayman. I'm almost, now that I think about it, winning a shootout on the road against Washington, you won. Getting the point tonight but losing in overtime, meh. Can you win tomorrow night? Can you beat Montreal? I know you're on a back-to-back. But it would be nice to get 2 points. Salvage this thing. Anyways, your thoughts, 617-779-0985. We're in the chat. What's the chat think tonight? Power play is cold. Bruins game was AI, huh? Man, it was a lot of artificial. Pasternak looked good. I'll give him that. Hey, the Celtics win 120-112 tonight. Did you know that Jaylen Brown shot a lot of free throws tonight? Does this mean now he's getting the calls from the officials? Tonight, Jaylen Brown went 19 of 21 from the free throw line. 21 free throws? 21? Has that ever happened before? Dawson, can you look that up? How many free throws has Jaylen Brown ever had in a game before? 21. Listen to this stat line tonight from Jaylen Brown, straight off of the Southie Parade. He played 40 minutes tonight. 41 points for Jaylen Brown. Shot 10 of 20 from the field. He went 2 for 5 from downtown. He had 7 rebounds. He had 6 assists. He had a steal. He had a block. He was a +9 for the game. Jaylen Brown was really, really good tonight. Got to the line. Is it because of the officiating scabs? I know the Green Teamers have you guys do your podcast yesterday?
We're doing it tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, okay.
As I will be away. But yes, tomorrow night.
Do you think that the 21 free throws tonight was a, I don't want to use the word indictment.
You sniffing around that, Joe?
I'm sniffing around the betting line. We'll get to that later. But he got to the line 21 times tonight. Was that like an agenda? Was that like a...
Oh, I like agendas, Joe. It is the most free throws attempted for Jaylen and made in a game. His previous high was 16 attempts and 13 makes against Minnesota.
That's high.
That's high. So that's a five free throw jump there in attempts. Certainly seems like Jaylen Brown had an agenda, an initiative to get to the hoop in this game, and I think that's a good thing. You saw that Suns team, they're not really a defensive stalwart. They don't really protect the paint. Whatever you want to use, they're not a good defensive team. They're not a physical basketball team. And I thought Jaylen Brown took advantage of it all night.
There was a point where Dawson, our intern, goes, all Jaylen Brown has done is gone to the basket and hasn't passed the ball in a long time, which I'm paraphrasing there. But when I watched, I was like, all right, well, he's gone cold all of a sudden. I think at the time, Phoenix took the lead. So, like, his missed shots let the Suns back in the game. But then he had a turnover, rode the break, found Jason Tatum, who scored, and boom, then they ran out on a 14-2 run. But can we just talk about 40 pieces? I love a 40-piece wing ding dinner. Love me a 40-piece. How many times Jaylen Brown's had 40 points in his career? This season. Do you know how many times?
This season or career?
This season.
I'm going to say 4 times.
6.
Would you like a stat from the great Dick Lipe, Joe?
Well, Skaz, if it's the one I'm thinking of, and I'll let you say it in a minute here, but did Jaylen Brown do something that no Celtic has ever done before?
It seems as though he may have, Joe. This from the great Celtic statistician Dick Lipe. Celtics with at least 40 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 19 free throws in a game. Jaylen Brown. 41 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 19 free throws. As we've mentioned, no one else in Celtics history has ever had that stat line. John Havlicek came close in 1970 with 39 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists.
Havlicek couldn't finish the 40-piece dinner.
19 of 24 from the free throw line in that game.
They didn't,
24 free throw attempts for Havlicek.
24.
He's really getting to the rack.
So I'm upset because the team couldn't try hard enough to get him 40 points.
That's how unselfish Havlicek was in the Celtics back then, Joe. They didn't care about the 40-point games.
He ended up leaving the game. Got a standing ovation on Red Auerbach night tonight.
Yeah, a couple bobbleheads I saw.
How do we get those?
The first 5,000 people in the door, Joe. I don't think that was us.
Come on, we have friends at the Garden.
Couple. Shout out Steve.
That's right. Oh yeah, where is Steve? I haven't heard from him in a while.
He's working.
Hey, Garden people. How do we get some?
Love a red.
I would love red.
Oh, look great in the Green Teamers backdrop. You kidding me?
I mean, is he the? Think of all the teams in town, right? Who is the orchestrator of everything? I mean, the guy that literally has been the.
When you think of most identifiable with a franchise, I think Red and the Celtics are right there.
Or a cigar.
100%.
I was at the Kowloon yesterday.
Cigar in the bobblehead?
Ooh, it better be.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that.
I was at the Kowloon yesterday. Shout out. Do you know that Red Auerbach has his own special on the menu?
As he should.
Did you know that back in the 70s and 80s, after they would win, Red would smoke a cigar in Kowloon?
As he should, Joe.
Who was ever going to tell Red to put out a cigar?
The cigar is indeed on the bobblehead.
Thank you, Dawson.
That's why he's here.
That's great. That's what we need. Bigger curator outside of the curator of the dongs that we used to do years ago. B. Jeremy left.
Tough night for the curator tonight. Those overtime games, they'll get you.
Hasn't been pretty lately.
No, ugly. Some ugly hockey.
You know what's funny is we've been working the games this year. I think since the Olympic break, it's been ugly.
Would you say 11%, Joe?
11.4 for 35, right?
Not a math guy, but that seems low.
4.35, yeah. 4 into 35 is 11.4%, right? Thank you. I like to do the hand. I like to write it down, Skaz. How did that work?
Can't forget it.
11% is not good, right?
I would say very bad.
What's standard on a power play? 20? 30?
20 to 30, I think. In that range. I think even 20 is on the lower side.
But no, think about it in town. Red Auerbach, right? Was he the... I mean, I guess Harry Sinden, did he put together those 70s Bruins teams?
Mixed feelings, I feel like there.
Okay.
Could have done more, I feel like. That's before my time. I'm
just throwing out names.
Speculating,
There was Red.
As we do.
There was Harry. I mean, is Belichick the...
I think because of how, things went, I think it's the Patriots are... I don't know. I mean, it's still synonymous, obviously.
Belichick?
But yeah.
And who am I missing? Baseball? Theo?
Teddy Ballgame.
I'm talking
Tyler Milliken?
Yeah.
For the youth. For our interns, it's Tyler Milliken.
That's right. Tyler did a great job on Nesson's. Boston has entered the chat today, 4 p.m. It is on Nesson's website and YouTube.
How was the Milliken TV? Different Milliken on TV,
Yeah.
more.
They told me they love him.
If you don't love Milliken, something is wrong.
They
with
were
you.
like, we got to get that guy on more.
How was the backdrop?
He had a microphone and a computer.
Okay, good start.
And I want to say there was maybe some baseball. I'm going to call it paraphernalia as well.
Memorabilia.
Memorabilia. Yeah. Paraphernalia. Whatever.
Different thing.
But I asked him the question today. Is baseball being led by the younger players now? And he brought up a good point that when pitchers come up early, they back in the day they used to let them develop, right? But what would happen? Tommy John surgery. He made the point that pitchers now should try to get the starts early on so they can get those really good years and then extend them. And just to bring that up, Nolan McLean will get the start for Team USA tomorrow, correct? Would you say that Nolan McLean's had a similar path to Major League Baseball, such as Roman Anthony? Like Roman Anthony played 71 games. And I think Nolan McLean pitched 8 and was the best player on the Mets down the stretch last year. So there's a lot of hype on Nolan McLean, right? Guess who's pitching the championship game? Nolan McLean. It's not Skubal. Crochet didn't show up. It can't be Skeens. I'm just saying, guys, like, are the young... And Skeens, I'll throw, is young.
Absolutely.
But, like, could baseball be turning into a young man's game?
I think there's a little bit of a youth movement. You know, Bobby Witt, like a lot of these guys are younger, and I think it's a good thing. You know, Ohtani's obviously, you know, late 20s now, but I think he's still viewed as a couple years left, you know, in his prime, 3 to 4 unbelievable years, hopefully, and then who knows what he looks like as he ages. But I think baseball's in a really good spot. You see the World Baseball Classic, how I think the best thing for baseball is how the players have kind of embraced all of this and the game changes and the new formats and stuff like that. Like, part of the reason why I'm so invested in the World Baseball Classic is because they're so invested in the World Baseball Classic. Like, it felt like the Americans didn't really care, and now they're in the championship, and all these other teams were all in, and it made the tournament feel like it did have some stakes, some real value there, which with how much passion these guys were showing for. You know, we don't get that in March, the middle of March for baseball. So, yeah, I'm with you there on the youth movement a little bit. I think that's, you know, we certainly see it with our interns. They come in, they're a bunch of baseball guys.
Right. They really are.
Yeah, it's sickening.
How much they, like, really know.
Yeah, 60-man roster talk. We're getting,
And don't get me wrong, like, there was a time in my life where I could tell you the Pawtucket Red Sox roster.
Brian Daubach.
And I could get down to Portland and tell you about how Lars Anderson was doing.
Izzy Alcantara kicking people in the head.
He had a strong leg.
A strong leg.
Actually, believe it or not, he was a well-known power hitter. But, you know, when he came to the big leagues, he struggled. They've had a lot of those guys that could really do well in the minors, but...
You see who's tearing it up in spring training, Joe, this year?
For the Red Sox?
For the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Who's that?
That would be one Yostinson Garcia.
I saw that.
He's batting like 550 or something like that.
You know he's my guy.
He's our guy, Joe.
Oh, our guy.
Don't hoard him.
I'm really upset they moved on from him. Imagine if they can get Connor Griffin and him, like, in Skeens. They traded
They're getting all of them?
They traded Oviedo, though, which I'm still trying to figure out why. Who did they trade for Oviedo again? I can't even remember now.
That was Yostinson.
Joe. Come on, Joe. Get it together.
Your guy.
Now Oviedo needs to be
the password.
The man.
Stakes are on.
Well, I'll leave you with this before we hit the headline here. We have a headline. Oshago Hennessy asks on Twitter. Guys, I'll ask you guys this, and we'll get into it on the other side. What could you put down faster? A 40-piece of wing or a 40-ounce of beer? That's the question of the night, I guess. Well, I'll answer that one. I know what I'm going to do next. We'll hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, well, the Celtics won, so we'll start there. 121-12 Over the Suns tonight, Jaylen Brown, a 41-point night, 21 free throws, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. He's the only Celtic ever to have that line, which was very good. The Bruins tonight lose 4-3 in overtime. They gave up a goal with 6.2 seconds left. But David Pastrnak had 2 goals. Pavel Zacha had a goal tonight. Jonas Korpisalo had 30 saves. And you know what they're going to do now? They're going to go from New Jersey to Montreal, probably by bus. Or are they going to fly there? I don't have the answer. The Patriots promoted Terrell Williams today. He'll be the assistant head coach. Justin Fields now a Chief, and Christian Kirk signs with the 49ers. And, well, the baseball classic. What's going on with that? Well, I will tell you that earlier today, Italy was up, and then Venezuela has now taken a 4-2 lead in the 8th inning. Headlines, they are brought to you by our good friends because they are our good friends. And this is brought to you by Super Service today. Has rapid snow melt caused your basement to take on water? Call Super Service today for an immediate basement protection inspection. Their trained technicians will find a cost-effective solution to keep your home safe and your basement dry, guaranteed day or night and always done right. Contact superservicetoday.com. I'm Joe Murray, and I will answer that question.
More Joe Murray.
for Jaylen Brown. Straight away. Gets a high screen from Sam Hauser. Pressured by Highsmith. Pulls his way into him to the mid-block. Steps through. Shot is up in the air and it bounces in. 41 for Jaylen Brown.
That dude, unreal.
Celtics tonight winners over the Phoenix Suns, who, by the way, there's talks about expansion in the NBA. Just get rid of them. And the NBA is trying to highlight that tonight was a battle of shooting guards between Jaylen Brown and Devin Booker. Devin Booker also had 40 points tonight, but did anybody care? Does anybody care that Devin Booker had 40 points tonight? Now, Jaylen got to the basket. Jaylen assisted, had 6. I know Booker did too, but his team stinks. But I've also seen him have 70 before. It doesn't matter. Devin Booker is just a guy. I'm throwing shade right now. Devin Booker, the coolest thing he's ever done is gotten a Jenner. That's it. That's facts. You know it. I forget which one. It's Kylie? Kendall. Whatever. Lucky him. It's the best score he's ever had in his life. I wonder how that tasted as our Celtics crew is leaving tonight. The crew of Matthew Stettenberg, Kendra Middleton, and street team Joe Ariano. Which Jenner did Devin Booker get with?
Kendall.
That's the best thing he's ever done in his life. Because his 40 points mean nothing.
Joe, what about the Kardashian curse?
That's what I'm saying. This guy sucks. He does nothing. The Phoenix Suns are useless. The coolest thing about the Phoenix Suns is their mascot. That's it. They're a loser franchise. I could go back to 1976 or whatever when they played the longest game ever. Loser franchise. Losers. I loved the 93 Suns with Kevin Johnson and Dan Marley, and Charles Barkley was on that team, and I think Tom Chambers was on that team, and they had Robert Horry. Or was that team? I don't know. I don't care. Losers. Loser. Well, here's a couple of cool things. Did you know the Celtics are 16-0 this year when they have 20 assists or more in a game? Are you going to use that one for the Green Teamers tomorrow, Scaz? Could you cite me like you cite Dick Light?
The great Celtics statistician, Joe Murray.
Joe Murray. 16-0 this year, 20 assists or more in a game.
That's good. Passing the ball.
So when they pass the ball and play team basketball,
good.
They're good.
I would like to know what the NBA's overall record is for teams with over 20 assists.
I'm not going to do that tonight.
Do you know who would? Dick Lipe.
Dick Lipe is already on it. He's listening. Thanks, Dick.
We'll put Dawson on it. Double D back here.
Yeah, don't worry, man. We're going home in 15 minutes. Can I give you another one?
Please.
Okay. So it's 82 games a year, right? So what would you say? 20, 40, 60, 80? Would you break it up into quarters?
Why not?
Last 21 games. 21. Just to add the extra game in case anybody wants to.
No, it fits the narrative. I like it.
The Celtics in the last 21 games. 16-5. Third best record in the NBA. Do you know who are the two teams that are better than them?
I would have to imagine the Spurs are one of those teams, and probably OKC.
There you go. The three best teams in the NBA of the last quarter. Right? We're doing quarter days.
We certainly are.
Spurs, Celtics, Oklahoma City. Now the Celtics went 0-2 versus those teams. One, Jaylen Brown played less than a half.
Yeah, I got tossed there.
And then Jason Tatum and the Celtics tanked the game, although they only lost by 2 points.
Almost won. Peyton Pritchard.
So if he played Jason Tatum, they'd win?
I'm not saying that.
But you would assume.
I can't assume anything,
I've
Joe.
been great at assuming my whole life.
Yeah.
I've definitely made myself look like an ass.
I like to wildly speculate, you know.
But I mean, that's good, right?
I would say good.
3 best teams in the NBA. 2 of them are going to battle it out on one side, and the other one is better than the New York Knicks.
Would agree with that.
Right now.
Yes.
And Cade Cunningham and Detroit are getting back on track. I'm standing by my take. I'm dying on this hill for the rest of the year. The NBA needs the Celtics. They need them. If you're going to put up SGA, who by the way had the highest card ever sold, did you see that today?
I did not.
He had the logo. You ever see the logo patch before? Sold for 155,000 today. It's a lot of money. Imagine having a piece of paper that was worth that kind of money. No. But the battle of the shooting guards tonight, Jaylen Brown and Devin Booker. Booker is a loser. Wicked. I'm not wrong. That guy doesn't want to leave Phoenix either. I'm not wrong. You know it. Hey, this is the 5th game back for Jason Tatum, guys. Did you guys notice his numbers? Tonight, solid 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. That's all right, right? How about the previous game? 20 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. That's good, right? And then before that, he had 24, 5, and 2. And then 20. So he's played 5 games, and in 4 of them, he's had 20 points. And in the opening game, he had 15, 12, and 7. I would say good, right, Skaz?
I would say Tatum has been very good since he's come back. Team high and plus minus, I believe, too. When he's out there, good things usually happen. Continues to be the case.
His 5-game average, Joe Math here, 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 1 turnover per game.
Yeah, I think you still see, the scoring touch isn't quite there yet. He's never been the most efficient player. I think his efficiency will come back as he gets, more comfortable and healthier. But he looks, we saw him take a couple hard falls tonight, under the basket, going for layups, falling behind the basket, wondering if he's getting up okay. He gets up every time, running back on defense. Thought he had some very big rebounds late in the game. Him and Jalen both had, a couple rebounds with under 2 minutes that were huge in that game, and that's what this team needs. Keita was not hitting the glass tonight. I thought Keita had a little bit of a rough night, especially for, a Phoenix team that doesn't really have great bigs. They have athletic bigs, but they don't have, talented bigs. What did Keita end up with for rebounds? He ended up with 3 rebounds. It's not enough for Neemias Queta.
6 assists tonight.
Yeah, kind of an odd stat line for Queta. 5 points, 6 assists is not what you're really looking for out of Queta. I'd like that double-digit rebounds would be nice, but is what it is. Those games are going to happen. I thought Queta was one of his worst games. Ugo, not great tonight. Luka Garza, limited minutes tonight. But
Sharman looked good. He hurt his thumb.
A little bit of a shorter bench for Joe Mazzulla tonight. Only 9 guys played, I think. So, and some of those guys played under 10 minutes. So, a little different. They wanted to win this one. Mazzulla takes the matchup against the Suns seriously. Always calls them one of their better matchups. And Devin Booker certainly, plays like it, even if you hate him, Joe. Celtics are first in the Atlantic Division, still second in the East, I believe. Knicks a game and a half back. And now you got Golden State and Kristaps Porzingis coming to town, who dropped 30 in 25 minutes tonight.
Because Kate is waiting for that game because, Porzingis and Horford both stink. And Kate is having a better year.
Tribute video?
Yeah, definitely.
Porzingis? That's what I said.
Definitely.
Well, Horford definitely, but yeah, Porzingis was the...
Well, Horford doesn't want to talk about what his problem.
Yeah, that's true. He'll tell us after, Joe. One of the... not a very good loser, Al Horford.
Bees lose, C's win. Roman Anthony is the man.
Showman Anthony. Roman the showman. That's what I saw trending on Twitter.
United States of Anthony. I like that one. All right. Well, we should do a check-in with our man JP and MP. Oh, and by the way, this hour of the Sports has been brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. It's the official oil change of busy people. JP and NP, hello, sir.
Joe Murray, I'll go quick. First of all, how about Roman Legion? That sounds pretty good. Skaz playing 9 holes tomorrow over at the back 9 over in Lakeville. We're going to make it happen. A little snow doesn't bother us.
JP, I'll be heading to TPC, Louisiana on Thursday to play.
Ooh, I could carry the bag for you. No problem. Stay away from the alligators and the snakes. So if it's in the water, it's staying. Joe Murray, the best advice you may have ever given someone, drink Jameson. Put a glass of Jameson on the bar last night, turned and looked at me and said, when did you drink the hard stuff? I said, I'm not a wuss like you think. Banged a few Jamesons, had them all day. We had a great time. Great advice, Joe. You never know what's going to happen. Just got a different look. And as far as green teaming, it's not green teaming. It's Celtics facts. I'm with you, Joe. Let them green team it all they want tomorrow. Because you know what? If they're not talking about the Joe Murray show, they're not talking.
Thanks, JP. I appreciate that. To pay off the question, 40 wings?
Oh, yeah. Oh, forgot about this in classic Joe Murray fashion.
So back in the day, I used to drink 40 ounces.
I think this is one of the easier questions you've ever posed to us, Joe.
I can do both.
Well, no, I wasn't questioning that.
Just so we're clear on that. But a 40-ouncer, dude? I used to chug those in the parking lot of Kelly Field in Hyde Park all the time back.
Little Edward 40 hands? Like, yeah, I mean, it's the 40-ouncer. It's got to be.
I used to do St. Ides, Colt 45.
Little Steel Reserve.
Oh, the
Old English.
Yeah, exactly. Those Dawson. Oh, you have no idea the bad booze we had to drink when we were kids.
Some of it voluntarily. I like that you added while we were kids at the end of that.
Kids. Well, yeah, I was that. Yeah. Okay. Did you hear me yesterday? You probably listened, right?
Oh, I was listening, Joe. Some good Southie parade talk yesterday with you, Matt McCarthy, and the great Jeff Williams.
I mentioned a homeless man would buy me booze underage.
And some good Mystic River talk as well.
But somebody else mentioned that their janitor at their school would do it.
We used to play Hey Mister.
Hey Mister.
Hey Mister. That's what we did.
Hey Mister. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I would smash a 40-ouncer. And then smash a 40-piece of wings. We got to get out of here, everybody. Thanks to Dawson, Triple D, James Scaramazino. I saw Street Team Joe here. I saw Kendra. I saw Matt Stenberg. I saw the Jeremy Conley. We're back here tomorrow night. Bees, Canadians next tomorrow. See ya. Bye.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The